Young people like me want to volunteer and are willing to commit. And there are a lot of things organisations can do to create more welcoming environments that help young people want to stick around. The reason I wanted to volunteer is because I was still quite young. I just left high school, so I didn't really have any qualifications per se. And I'd received a lot from the community when it came to mental health, and I felt really inspired to give back as my way of showing my appreciation. So although I didn't have any formal qualifications, I came to realize that my experience was a qualification in itself. The things that make me feel really supported in a volunteer organisation is being able to have the space to have discussions about who I am, what's going on for me, what I can do in the role and how that might change over time, and as well as having the time to provide feedback, both myself to the organisation and vice versa, and just having the accepting place where I can be my authentic self and still be able to function within the group. Some things that make me feel disconnected from my role as a volunteer are things like not being checked in with or just being left to my own devices the entire time. While that's not a bad thing, it can be difficult when I'm new and I'm not really sure how things function, and not being able to have somebody come to me and ask if I need help, but actually have to step even further out of my comfort zone to go and find the help that I need would be really difficult for me. In conclusion, these are some things that your volunteer organisation could do to create an environment where young people want to stay on as a volunteer. Make young people feel like an important part of your organisation and take the time to get to know them. Seek the ideas and unique contributions your young volunteers can provide, such as communications like social media. Create an environment that fosters both personal and professional development for your young volunteers. Explore ways in which their role might change in line with their changing interests or values, and keep an open mind to different ways of trying things. Create variety within the roles to provide your young volunteers opportunity to get unique experiences and try new things. Take the time for regular check-ins with your young volunteers to get to know what's going on in their life. This will help you preempt times when they might not be able to contribute as much and help you work together to work on some solutions. This might look like assigning them a mentor or a buddy, or just scheduling in regular times before or after they're volunteering to have a chat. As part of getting to know your volunteers, it's also really important to be both flexible and adaptable for times they might not be able to contribute as much as they have been, such as exam times or holiday periods where they might be taking up extra work. Understand, for many young people, lots of changes can happen quite quickly in their lives, and being able to keep up to date with how they're going can help you preempt some of these times and keep them involved. You can also engage your young volunteers in activities outside of their role, such as inviting them to come along to staff meetings or providing extra training they might be interested in. This helps build a sense of community for them and helps them see the impact they're having in the greater scheme of things. Ensure your young volunteers can see the impact they're having within the grander picture of your organisational mission, especially if the work and role they're doing isn't on-the-ground work. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, make volunteering fun.